100%. Like I said, hopefully this is updated when I read about it. And, that's the information I'm getting, that the last time that it was done anything to it, anybody lived in it, was in 1968.
Well, we're going to get a Facebook page. I'm going to start with all the pictures that I take the day we go visit in the daytime.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all our paranormal stuff.
Because
with his permission, I'm going to start a Facebook page, Save Taylor Sanitarium, and I've already kind of made that decision because we got to... The old Taylor High School, the sanitarium, the 4th Street School. There's so many memories. It's not just a building. And, it's not hurting anybody. And it's sitting there empty. Do something with it. Make it a lasting legacy.
Yeah.
You're going to spend money on all this other crap. Why don't you spend something, or at least get a bunch of people of like mind together that will go out there and actually, give a crap about it.
Yeah.
And restore it.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will get him where he needs to be.
Even here in Hutto, we had that house up there off of 1660 North. It was a historical house.
Which one?
And they just let it go, and they went and tore it down.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's one right before the entrance to the Hutto, Mount Hutto. I can't. It was a farmhouse. It was in the paper but no one really said anything about it, and they just let it go. And there's a house up here off of 1660 where they're building all these new houses. That's an old house.
Yeah.
It's pink. I can't remember who owns it now, but developers are trying to tear that down.
When you go past the light.
Yeah.
Right on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side.
The girls want to live there.
It's a beautiful Victorian house.
It sits sideways, but...
Well, because it's old, no one lives in it.
I didn't know it was abandoned.
Well, no one's lived in it for a while.
Oh, hey. That's another place to check out. Especially in that cornfield, which I hate cornfields.
Love cornfields.
I hate cornfields.
I remember playing in them as a kid.
They give me the creeps.
Right out there by Cottonwood, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They really give me the creeps. Now, are you going to set something up on your Facebook for like our EVPs and stuff, so people can go in there?
You know what? Why don't you get a...
You want me to start one?
On the air paranormal, just OTA paranormal stuff, and we'll link them all together, and I'm sure we can...
that way people can ask questions and tell us their stories, and I can read their stories, maybe,
Absolutely. Or contact us to come be part of the show.
Big
things are happening
Another thing going on...
Oh, go ahead.
...is I got a hold of some people, Austin Paranormal, which they've been around quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done actually some investigations that I have seen because they have a website. And they are going to come and be on the air hopefully next week. And possibly I'm hoping that I can start maybe kind of connecting with them a little bit, and we can do some investigations with them. They might want to maybe help us out with this investigation if we like them. And that's if the gentleman allows that many people. If he just wants it to be just us, that's fine.
Well, I think we're going to keep this one.
Yeah, we're going to keep. Yeah, we're not being too stingy, but we're keeping this one.
Yeah, we're going to be stingy.
But I'm going to have them on the air hopefully next week, next Wednesday night.
But I wouldn't mind publicizing what they do and maybe going on some of their stuff.
Absolutely. I want to do some investigations with them.
Especially with some stuff that's going to be happening, which I cannot talk about yet.
Yes.
There's big stuff happening with the show.
A lot of stuff.
This time next year, we're going to be different people.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
I'll have longer hair.
We may be different people, but we'll still have sexy beards.
Have sexy beards,
who's
man.
we?
Me and...
Mike, because I don't have a sexy beard. Do I need to grow
No,
one?
I was talking about me and Mike.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just saying that
Johnny's goatee will do for you.
Yeah, the sanitarium
Johnny's
place looks
goatee
pretty cool.
thigh scrubber will
But
do
that's how
fine.
that thing just has horror movie written all over it.
I'm telling you, it does, man.
I can just see it now because you know me. I get jumpy and stuff like that. I can already predict that there are gonna be a couple of times where I'm screaming like a little bitch because you're coming up behind me.
You can't do that though, because then we won't hear.
I'm still gonna be scared.
Don't be a bitch, dude.
I won't be a bitch. I'm just saying I get scared.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
It's going to be exciting.
Oh, no, I'll have fun, but still, Heather, you might have to hold my hand.
Okay.
I'll make sure I wear my big boy undies.
So here, this is what's going to happen.
This is what I got to deal with, folks.
Listen,
right here.
this is what's going to happen.
This is my life.
Is I'm going to be holding on to Patrick, or thinking I'm holding on to Patrick. Turn around. Patrick's going to be gone.
I'm going to be downstairs.
And who am I holding on to? Because it's going to be very dark in there.
I don't know, but we don't know any stories. We don't know if anybody.
Well, that's why I want to.
died there. I'm
going to do more.
I mean, people died there, but there's no notable deaths.
I'm going to do some more investigating, some research, and like I said, there may still be some people that have worked there that are still around. I don't know, but I'd love to be able to try to get more history of maybe names and stuff like that, of people passing there. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that have passed there.
Well, there has to be. It's a hospital.
Yeah, and it was tuberculosis back then, and that was bad. I mean,
really
on top of everything else that was there was back then.
back in the early 1900s.
Yeah, I mean,
Back in them days.
they didn't know how to treat. They just basically brought them in there to kind of quarantine them.
Well, he's got a runny nose and a sore throat. Hit him on the head with a bag of salt.
Let's cut his leg off.
That'll cure him.
Off with his head.
Let's bleed him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be fun, man.
It is.
I'm so excited. And big thanks to the gentleman involved. And
Yes.
we will be very respectful.
We will.
We will be very respectful of his history and get more of his history. And, of course, the history of his grandfather who built a lot of the buildings in Taylor. So it's going to be really cool.
Well, he might know some stories or his, I mean.
Or he might know some. You know what? I know it's been 1968, but. Man, if we could, talk to a nurse or something.
That's what I'm saying. I want to investigate. Somebody has to still be around.
40 years ago. They're like 100.
Well, no. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, think about it. Back then, they were young when they had them working. So,
I'm almost 50.
Well, that's
I was
not my
born
fault.
in 66.
And you look great.
I look freaking sexy like a mad dog, but
You
that's
look
not
like
the
you're
point
30.
I'm trying to make here.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But there's got to be
Is
somebody.
that a nurse even at 25 years old? I mean, that's 70. That's almost 80 years old now.
There were probably nurses younger than that back then. They didn't have to go through all the degrees that we do now for RNs.
True. And they were getting married back then at 14.
That's what I'm saying. Hello.
How old's your oldest?
13.
13. So 1 year from next year, she's back in the early 1900s. She could be being courted by
Yeah, well, we're
25,
not.
30 year
Shut
old.
up. We're not there anymore. Mama's got the gun.
Mama's got the gun. Johnny's got the shotgun.
And I got the scope
You got the
for when they start running.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, you didn't see the thing that I posted earlier on Facebook about that? About, I'll try to find it. So, yeah, you do that, and I'll try to find it.
You try to find it. All right, tonight's broadcast brought to you by E24.com. Big supporters of Armed Radio Global and Centex Computers of Hutto. Man, I cannot wait until that tower sits proudly in the man cave. I got DirecTV hooked up. Fired up about that in the man cave. Getting a new computer. Bills are going down. Income's going up. 2015 is going to be a great year. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you're on the air.
Is your wife wicked hot? Or is she just cold? Do you just want to take a hot shower? Call Savino Mechanical for all your heating, hot water, and cooling needs. Savino Mechanical has been servicing Greater Boston and Southern New Hampshire for over a quarter century. Quality 24-hour service, reasonable rates, satisfaction guaranteed, licensed and insured. And remember, at Savino Mechanical, we are not comfortable until you are. Call Savino Mechanical today at 1-855-624-4280 4280. That's 1-855-624-4280. Savino Mechanical.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen.
Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global. Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches.
Hi! Now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Hi, Tom here from Spot On with Lino and Tom. Tune in for some topical discussion and laugh therapy with Lino and me. I'll be covering my favorites like Weird News of the Week and what I'm liking on Netflix, the next best gadget, and whatever else comes to mind.
We both have our own interests. I love reporting on the latest movies being filmed here in Boston, checking out new musical talent, and just talking to people.
We'll also be featuring segments such as on-the-spot interviews where Lynn and I venture out and ask questions of our listening public.
That's my favorite part. Besides hanging out with my buddy Tom. Now that's the icing on the cake. And cake. I love talking about cake. We love talking about everything. So tune in Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern right here at Armed Radio Global.
Armed Radio Global presents its new 2015 Talk at Night lineup.
Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Spot On with Lino and Tom.
Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Mondays and Fridays, 10 p.m. Eastern.
On Tuesdays, Talk Time with Val, 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by High Five at 10 p.m. Eastern with Johnny and Mikey.
Wednesdays on the air with Mike Allen, 10 p.m. EST, and Thursdays Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Join the talk now on Ustream TV. Replays on Spreaker. Exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Love me some Stevie Wonder. Man, what a great show. What a great show. Thank you.